What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and if you want to catch up on the Let's Play so far, go ahead and check the description below. I'll have the whole series down there in order for everybody. So I just actually had to abandon this recording. I don't know what happened. The game completely bugged out. All the settings changed, all my key bindings changed, my Inquisitor's appearance changed. I don't know what happened with any of that, but I fixed it, and it seems to be good now. So what we're going to be doing this episode is I'm going to go take care of whatever's going on here. We're going to investigate the Wardens, and then after that we can swing this ways, and we'll claim that keep for the Inquisition. That's going to get the Venatori out of the western approach, and we can kind of just have our way with this place and do whatever we want here. Which is honestly ideal, best in slot. And we could do whatever we please. We can get the dragon hunting stuff going. We can clear out the temple that's way up that ways. Or it's not the temple. It's like a big circular path that goes around the whole map and will eventually take us to the final camp and then the hunt down target for Cassandra. Oh, we got a Fey-touched serpent stone out of that. That is beautiful. Yeah, maybe it's due to the trials that we have on. I mean, it does give you a warning that the game can act in mysterious ways when you have certain trials on, so maybe that's what that is. Either way, hopefully it goes much better this time.
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
It has to be blood magic. I hope we can stop them before more people get hurt. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
You don't want to come in and help us with whatever we're about to encounter. Be useful in the fight.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong!
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In
That is
peace,
certainly a
vigilance.
Tevinter.
In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you.
So the Warden binds the demon, and then he binds the Warden.
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Let's.
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient Tevinter Magister who wants to unleash a blight.
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think. Wardens, hands up. Hands down.
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Even Tevinter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
That's the demon army we saw from Envy. So Corypheus gave them a fake call, and figuring they would reach out for help, and the Venatori cult was primed, waiting for them to reach out. And of course, it's the mages that they're doing this with, because Corypheus is a Tevinter, and he cares not for warriors, right? So they're all going to be sacrificed, and then the mages are the ones that are leashed, because he wants the Tevinter Imperium of old, where every non-mage is just a slave, and mages are the higher echelon of society. This situation is a mixture of manipulation and partly the Warden's fault. We can talk about that when we know more about it. I have a complex view of all this.
Corypheus marching across Orlais with an army of demons. I was shown that back at the Seeker Fortress.
And now you know how it begins. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual?
Made them? No! Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Like all Tevinters, he has a very high opinion of himself and his quality. They were very afraid for a very good reason. We still have, I think, 2 or 3 blights to go before all the old god pantheon is dead at this point, and every single one of them would end the world without the Wardens coming into existence. Blood magic, you know that I frown upon that, but the Wardens don't dispel that. You're allowed to use blood magic because at the end of the day, the fate of humanity is on the line, and Wardens are the ones that stand between the line of extinction or the continued existence of humanity. And so they do whatever it takes to win. If the calling was true, which they all think it is, obviously they don't think that it's possible to have a fake calling, that means they're all about to die, which means the next blight will completely end the world. You need a Grey Warden to destroy an archdemon. You cannot do that without a Warden, which means the Horde would just trounce the entire planet. Everybody would die. So them being willing to do this, I imagine, is this the thing I talked about before, right? Their whole game plan here is to take a massive army into the deep roads, find the archdemons and kill them before they all die, so that the world is safe. This is them sacrificing everything about themselves to save the world. This is not them doing some demonic ritual for self-gain or self-power and risking it all. This is them trying to save the world. It's the ultimate sacrifice, right? In Death's Sacrifice, he recited the Warden Oath in a way to pervert it, but the oath stands, and that's what this is. If this calling was correct, this is the only decision to make, because otherwise the world ends. You either do this, or you let the world die. Those are the only 2 options here, and the game is going to try to paint this like the Wardens did some big fuck up and they suck now, but that's not what this is. This is heroic. This is them sacrificing everything to save the world, again. But every last piece of themselves here, every Warden. That's what this is. This is not them falling into corruption and how the game is going to try to portray this going forward. This is somebody perverting that oath and what they mean to the world for their own means and gains. Which is this asshole's fault, not the Wardens.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when dark spawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, woof, no more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world.
That's madness. For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
I mean, maybe it would make it worse, but it's not madness, it's common sense. Maybe that could make it worse, but you know what's worse than the maybe? Is the fact that the next blight will destroy the world without the Wardens.
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Orlais. Now they are bound to my master.
And what's in it for you? You have such a high opinion of yourself, I doubt you're here out of loyalty.
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
Sure, Tevinter would see it that way.
While the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god kings here in the world.
Fancy yourself a King Xerxes, do you?
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't. The
This
Elder
dude
One
dies.
showed me how to deal with you in the event you're foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade.
You'll be in the Fade shortly.
When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be...
Had that taste. He didn't teach you how to handle that, did he? Seems like we got a new use case for our mark.
Kill them!
Coward. Of course he runs away, right? Oh boy, I got one shot immediately. Okay, let's fix that issue real quick. I was not expecting an immediate one-shot there, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's handle this with a little more respect, shall we? Let's get to business here. Got one guy left, I think, just this Warden Spellbinder. Hawk got dropped immediately too, like a sack of potatoes. Oh my lord. Although I'm gonna need you to back up here. Dispel his barrier best we can. Okay, let's get me back up. This guy has whatever unique ability that is for the enemies of the Inquisition book that we put on. It is tanky. Here, bitch. Suck on this. Have another. Grey Wardens aren't the best warriors in Thedas for no reason.
They refused to listen to reason.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Of course. Sacrificed in the ritual. What a waste.
Yeah. The Vinter's right. He wants to return to the old Imperium. He doesn't have any use for warriors, just mages.
Ehremund lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
The Wardens were wrong, Hawk, but they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters.
Didn't matter with
In the
Anders.
end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Ehremund fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
Adamant Fortress.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Yeah, this portion of this game kind of infuriates me. It's just another attempt at an assassination for the Warden's character. And, I mean, you have Hawk there, the way he's talking about it. Every blood mage has their reasons. Like, you understand what's at stake here. You fought Corypheus. You were in the Deep Roads. You saw the Darkspawn down there. He potentially loses his sibling down there. Like, he's seen all of this. And again, like, spare me the lecture on the Wardens when you unleashed Anders on the world and started all of this. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, blood magic is bad, and I agree. I'm not gonna defend that, but at the same time, there are justifications. You know what's worse than Wardens using blood magic? The end of the world in existence as we know it. That's worse than that. This, again, it's something that they're doing to save the world. It's not like they're just afraid of, like, dying, so they're just gonna cut their wrist and summon a demon. That's not what's happening here. They are not afraid to die. They take the oath knowing that they will die, and when they hear the call in, they go into the Deep Roads to die. It's not that they're afraid of dying. They're afraid of the world ending. That's the motivation behind here. It's not the same as Anders doing some petty civil war thing for mage freedom. It's not the same as, like, the serial killer under Kirkwall, like, sewing people together for experiments. It's not the same thing. And the way the Templars said all magic can serve, even bad magic, that's exactly how the Wardens see it. They are the line between life and death and the end of the universe or not. So do you want the world to end, or do you want to save the world? They don't know that Corypheus is manipulating them, and I'm sure once we go there and tell them, they will act accordingly. But they don't know that right now. Right now, they just think the world is over. A letter found on a Grey Warden mage. Mishan, I don't trust this ritual Clarel is talking about. Are you sure it's safe? Have you ever used blood magic? I don't care what the chantry says. I doubt they'd approve of the joining if they knew everything about us. But my family fought to vent to slavers near the border. This Erimond sounds like everything that's wrong with the Imperium. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. If you can look me in the eye and tell me that ritual is safe, I won't speak of it again. If not, just come back safe. Please. Jernoff. And obviously, they won't be returning. Yeah, they have all kinds of things to answer for now. And I'm upset about that because the Wardens are my favorite faction, so... That dude's head is gonna be on a spike outside Skyhold. His, like, skull is gonna be on the ramparts in a trophy cabinet like a predator. Yeah, this part of the game annoys me, the way that the game handles this, and the way that they've consistently tried to assassinate the Warden's personality and sense of character and importance ever since Origins. I don't know why they do this, but I hate when games... When every single NPC in a game has the same opinion, the devs are clearly trying to tell you something, and I wholeheartedly disagree with pretty much every single one of my companions' opinions in this situation. Ritual Tower. Many Tevinter structures litter the wastelands of southwestern Orlais. In the age before the First Blight, the Imperium expanded through the south at an incredible rate, and the lands farthest from Minrathous became home to a great many sites dedicated to magical experimentation, taking advantage of natural weaknesses in the Vale, as well as the distance from the Archon's overside to try ever more dangerous fields of study. As with Aenar in Ferelden, the laboratories of Orlais were set up upon by the followers of Andraste during the Uprising, and little remains of them now, save crumbled stone. Good. Honestly, I wish the rest of the Tevinter Imperium was crumbled stone, if I'm being honest. Gate Guardians, and as I walked in the desert, I saw a great armored figure whose form blotted out the sky. At first I took it to be no more than met the eye, a simple spiked statue. But as I approached, this deceptive icon transformed into a warrior as graceful as it was massive, its bladed staff leveled at me with energy crackling from its tip. Though my position was hardly optimal, primal magic burned a few feet from my face. I kept my wits and asked this mighty golem to show me mercy. The armored figure spoke with a voice to make the sky quake and the stars scream. It sought magic to keep itself alive, it said, and the blood of the earth was the energy on which it survived. Having knowledge of the dwarves and the lyrium they provided to our mages, I directed the golem to the mage Atronus, who lived in nearby Paravantium, and it left without another word. That is the inspiration for the Gate Guardians I have designed, as fanciful a tale as it might seem. As for why I have asked that each Guardian cast from my designs be inset with a small lyrium rod, I must primarily state that it is mere fancy. If Archon Ishal, gentle autocrat that he is, sees fit to ensure that my statues are known across the Empire, I hear that one shall stand in the western approach. I would treasure the small hope that someday I might see one walk again. So he met a dwarven golem out here then. Yeah, the golems are kind of disgusting, to be honest with you. I would always shut that down. I think initially when it was volunteers, well, maybe you don't know the story behind golems. So Paragon and Caradin figured out a way to put souls inside stone. And initially they would take volunteers from Orzammar to put them into golems to go fight the Darkspawn. That's how they almost took their empire back, right? That's how they started pushing the Darkspawn back finally. Well, eventually, politicians got a hold of that, and it started being a punishment. You steal something, well, then you go into a golem. You're from Dust Town, you're poor, you don't have any contacts, well, now you get kidnapped and turned into a golem. You're a political enemy of the king, now you get turned into a golem. And nobody really knew how golems were made, but when we find Caradin, he explains that the Anvil of the Void is fueled with blood magic, and essentially the process there is they tear your soul out of your body, excruciatingly painful, and slam it in stone, and then that's your fate. That's what you are now. You're a chunk of rock, disembodied. It's essentially kidnapping people and torturing them into being super soldiers, essentially. Which is why we shut that down in Dragon Age Origins. So that's the story of Golems. And I guess he managed to meet a stray one out here. And the lyrium rod that he was talking about, I assume, is a mimicry of the control rod that all golems were outfitted with. Are you going to be an unkillable barrier? You are not. I'm okay with that. This is just a regular one. Yeah, the game is being funny again. It won't auto-attack. Oh, you know what? I know why that's happening. Okay. Yeah, when all my controls reset, I think I forgot to put down the auto-attack. So that would be key bindings, jump, auto run, auto-attack. Yeah, that's why the basic attack is mapped to R now, not auto-attack. That explains why they took so long to die. I wasn't auto-attacking. There you go. My mages should just be able to fry this for me, you would hope. Very good. And I guess I forgot to change that one sun. Is that a cheeky way to get into this fortress without breaking the door down? Can I just climb up the well on that rope? If that's a way to infiltrate, then I'm definitely doing it. Indeed it is. Well, let's go say hello to some Tevintas. These cowards.
Shall we not? Beat them!
Gladly.
Fathom. I see somebody out there. There's a red dot right there. I guess I'll follow Cassandra for now. He ate that throwing boulder, didn't he? Sorry. That's all you scum. Who we find here, Cass?
The warrior! We serve Inquisition in life and in death.
Enjoy. He did not hold up very well to us. And you. So lucky he had that at his feet. Yeah, I could do that too. Stonefist is such a funny ability to watch used on random enemies. I love watching them get knocked down like that. Yeah, he's dead too. Very good. Let's go see who's in charge of this place and put him in the ground. Did this guy drop us any loot? He did not, but we did miss a chest. Hopefully my companions are smart enough to avoid that ice mine. Belt of healing. Now we can leave that. But we are going to need some space once we kill the main enemy here. Let me take care of that real quick. Anything white can go. You don't really need that. That should clear enough.
Here, Inquisitor! I am ready to serve! Life is nothing! It will rain!
Macronus. Get away from his AoE attack that he keeps spamming. By Macronus.
I join your glory.
Grub.
We should bring in our forces to occupy the castle.
Isle of the Overseer and Kitty's Collar. Kitty's Collar, as in the Desire Demon from Dragon Age Origins, I wonder. Guardian Spirit blocks 1 melee attack every 30 seconds. 75% chance to heal for half health. That could be interesting for a mage. I might put it on Solus. Collar him. I think we interact with this, and that will bring our people in, but I'm going to look around quickly first. Got an Astrarium up there. I'm sure there's a bunch of chests and some random loots. Every time you get a keep, too, you do unlock a merchant, and I don't recall if the one here is any good or not, but we'll look. They sell schematics and things like that, so... take a look at his stock when we get him. Okay, last place we got to check is up there, the Astrarium. And then we'll have to see... I know some of the Astrarium rewards is what I want for this build. One of them is a cooldown amulet, but I don't remember which one it is. Although, at this point, maybe we don't even need the cooldown anymore. This one seems relatively simple. Very easy. Alright, let's summon the Inquisition in. Place belongs to us now. My code is glitching out a little bit though, huh? Hell of a breeze. They're a cool looking fortress, like a giant dragon skull looking thing on the back left.
You're early. We've barely been set up a week.
I'm early. I've been here.
Some of the men cited darkspawn in the area. I have reports that bandits have taken up squatting in the fortress the Wardens abandoned. We're reasonably well entrenched here, but the keep's water supply has been problematic. It's causing delays. I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once.
Lots of problems for us to solve.
Report. What's the situation in the Warden's fortress?
Bandits moved in. Worse than quillbacks, if you ask me. They're holed up in there and using it as a base to strike at our supply caravans. Blasted scavengers.
I'd be happy to take care of that.
What's wrong with the water supply?
The fort's well is full of garbage. Blasted Venatori threw corpses in there. There's an oasis nearby, but a Vargast claimed it. Doing a decent job of keeping us away, too. 4 soldiers have already fallen to venom and claws. We'll need reinforcements to drive the monster out.
Maybe we can take care of a random Vargast.
What can you tell me about the darkspawn in the area?
The Darkspawn seem to have emerged since we took the keep. I've warned the troops not to engage unless absolutely necessary. We don't need a blight in the ranks. We have to find whatever hole the monsters came from and seal it.
I would definitely be happy to do that too.
We haven't met, have we? What's your name, soldier? Where have you served?
I beg your pardon, Inquisitor. Knight Captain Rylen at your service.
Oh, you're Knight Captain
I served with
Rylen.
the Templars in Starkhaven until they all ran off to the hills, barking at the moon. Commander Cullen offered me a job, and I was glad to do anything.
He's done a lot of war table things for us. He's in charge of this place now.
What are your duties here, Captain?
I am Commander Cullen's
Knight
second
Captain
in command.
Rylen has taken a
As such,
ton
I
of
handle
things for us on the war
logistics for many
table.
of our more high-risk missions. I also coordinate reports for the commander from agents out in the field.
If you were in Starkhaven, how do you know Cullen?
After Kirkwall exploded, Starkhaven sent aid. Rubble fell on much of the city. A lot of people were homeless or trapped in collapsed buildings. I coordinated rescue efforts, and met Cullen while he was trying to command what was left of Kirkwall's Templars.
You didn't want to leave the Chantry with the others of your order?
Sacred duties are all well and good, but someone needs to do real work now and then. If the barracks are on fire, I'm going for water, not standing around smiting the ash for heresy.
I hit the nail on the head.
Speaking, of course,
Don't worry about that. You're not gonna find any wild shit
How's
from
the
me.
Inquisition treating you so far, Captain?
It's good work. Some of it's a touch batty, but I'm always glad to be doing something useful, Inquisitor. There's no shortage of things that need repaired, shored up, or just a good bucket of water dumped on them.
Oh, we can tackle this place together then.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Pretty cool.
Inquisitor.
So we can just have a status report on him. I assume this will just be the
What's
issues.
the situation in the western approach?
I've had scouts investigate that Red Lyrium operation you smashed. I don't think anyone's getting into that cave anytime soon.
Very good.
Carry on, Captain.
Yes, Inquisitor.
I'm gonna take a guess that these crates are here for a very specific reason. So I can whiff on camera, apparently. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I come at it from this side, then I could just... Okay. You know what? See a jumping puzzle, and I raise you archery ability. That's true archery talent. Give me my damn chest. Thank you. Now we need the merchant anyways, now that our inventory is so full. We actually need to sell off a bunch of this stuff, so... Just making sure I didn't miss any other chests around here. But that noise is distracting me. It's making me think I'm missing loot.
I heard Benar's company saying they ran into Darkspawn on patrol.
Kara told me it was her loss.
Yeah, we're gonna solve that
Was it
issue for you.
Kara at Ostagar? Bad luck running into Darkspawn twice.
We have an Ostagar veteran here, huh? That's cool. Right, let's take a look. What are you peddling? That's first things first. We should probably sell our valuables just to make room in case we do decide to buy anything. So she's just peddling a bunch of random stuff, actually. I'm gonna grenade belt, life wood. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna wrap the episode here then, and I'll sell all my goodies and meet you next time. So, thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you soon with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.